So today we are going to study a very important topic from the biology, and that is nothing but the Krebs cycle. As you know that Krebs cycle is included in the chapter respiration in plants, which is one of the most important chapter of plant physiology. So as you know very well, when we'll study this Krebs cycle, we are not going to study the concept as such. We are going to study it rather than we are going to simplify the Krebs cycle. And yes, that's why I am here to make it very much simpler. And I am going to tell you one very important story today that will help you to keep the Krebs cycle in mind for the whole life. So guys, please now look at each and every step of the Krebs cycle. So as I told you already, I am not going to explain you each and every step. I am going to explain you the points which are very important for the NEET. On which questions have been asked, what type of questions have been asked. So guys, without wasting time, we'll start immediately with the Krebs cycle. Chalo. So, Krebs cycle is also known as tricarboxylic acid cycle, TCA cycle. It is also known as citric acid cycle. So you know that there are three names: Krebs cycle, TCA cycle and citric acid cycle. So guys, we are going to start from the first point itself. So now you can look at this point, acetylase-CoA. You know that acetylase-CoA come from the link reaction. So guys, please take a note of this part. Link reaction is separate, Krebs cycle is separate. So from link reaction, there is one molecule formed, that is acetylase-CoA, which is 2 carbon. So guys, there is a question in NEET examination, acetylase-CoA, how much carbon atom it has? 2 carbons. So please take a note of this part. Acetylase-CoA is having 2 carbon. Now, it will react first with OAA, oxaloacetic acid. And yes, dear students, you are aware that oxaloacetic acid is 4 carbon compound. So in the next session, I am going to give you the detail about number of carbon atoms, so I am not going to focus on much in this session. So now you just take a note of this. What are the starting substrates for Krebs cycle? One is acetylase-CoA and the second one is oxaloacetic acid. Is my point clear to all of you? Hello? Are you getting me or not? Yes. Awesome. I am super happy and pumped today. So I am going to explain you all the things in detail. At the last, I am sure you will enjoy the session. So, oxaloacetic acid first react with this acetylase-CoA and it gives the first stable product. Yes guys, it is known as citric acid, and hence the cycle is known as citrate cycle or citric acid cycle. So what is the first stable product of Krebs cycle? Citric. What is the number of carbon atom in it? 6 carbon. So guys, I am sure you are getting the thing very clearly. Citric acid is the first stable product of Krebs cycle. I hope you are getting me. Now this is the first step. Okay? In this step, the main question is water molecule involved. So guys, the question comes in NEET in Krebs cycle, which of the following steps require water? Or water is associated with which of the following steps? So, first of all, Krebs cycle is 10-step pathway. How much? Krebs cycle is 10-step pathway. Fit this in your mind. Krebs cycle is 10-step pathway. Finished. Glycolysis is 10-step pathway. So similarly, Krebs cycle is also 10-step pathway. Okay? Are you getting me? Hello? Yes. Now, so step number 1, 2, 3, 9. Look at this. Step number 1, 2, 3, 9. Step number 1, 2, 3, 9. Yes, they are associated with water. Now we'll see where water molecule is taken and where water molecule is given out. So I'm going to give you one mnemonic for the same. So later on I'm going to come to that point. Yes. Step number 1, 2, 3, 9, water associated. So in the examination of NEET, if they will ask you the question, what are the steps where water is involved? Yes, step number 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 9. In which first step, second step, third and ninth, out of which second is the only step where water is given out. So there is a dehydration. Are you getting my point? Step number 1, 3, 9. Water is taken in, second water is given out. Yes. Now we'll come to the next part. See, these all are the intermediates. Now I am not here to explain you कि after citrate what is formed, after this what is formed. I have made it very very simpler by writing the mnemonic over here. See, I will start with oxaloacetic acid. So O, Chetan, citrate, can, cis aconitate, I, isocitrate, also, we just generally say that also, but for here I have made also, oxalosuccinate. Can I also keep alpha ketoglutaric acid, some succinyl CoA, sweets succinate, for fumarate, me malate. So are you getting my point? If the question comes intermediates of the Krebs cycle, so O, Chetan, can I also keep some sweets for me or myself? Finished. Hello, are you getting me? This is the simple trick to keep all intermediates of Krebs cycle in mind. So I am damn sure you will never forget the intermediates of the Krebs cycle in your whole life. Oh Chetan, can I also keep some sweets for me? Yes. Finished. So this is how you are going to keep the mnemonic for intermediates products of the Krebs cycle. I am sure you are getting it. Now let's come to the next part. What are the things going to happen at step number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Yes. Now look at this. Step number 4, 6, 8 and 10. Guys, सगळे इवन नंबर्स आहेत, सभी इवन नंबर है 4, 6, 8, 10 and they are having a gap of 2. 4, 6, 8, 10. 4, 6, 8, 10. 4, 6, 8, 10. All are even numbers and all are having the gap of 2 in between them. 4, 6, 8, 10. What is going to happen in this? 4, 6, 8, 10 are the steps where NaDH2 molecule is formed. Wait a minute. I am not giving you the confirm thing. Wait a minute. 4, 6, 8, 10 are the steps where reducing equivalents are formed. Are you getting my point? 4, 6, 8, 10 are the steps where reducing equivalents are formed. So you know what are reducing equivalent. So in Krebs cycle you get NaDH2 and FeDH2 as a reducing equivalent. So now wait a minute. Step number 4, 6 and 10 will give you NaDH2. Step number 4, 6 and 10 will give you NaDH2, while only step number 8 will give you FeDH2. I am going to tell you mnemonic for the same. Wait a minute. Don't get distracted, disturbed, confused. Wait a minute. 4, 6, 10 will give you NaDH2 and 8 step will give FeDH2. Is my point clear? I hope it is clear. So, requirement of water 1, 2, 3, 9. Formation of reducing equivalent 4, 6, 8, 10. Now, step number 5 and 6, there is a release of carbon dioxide molecule. You know that in respiratory pathway, carbon dioxide molecules are released. So guys, you please have a look at this. Step number 5 and 6 are the one where carbon dioxide gas is released. I hope the point is clear. Now come to the 7th step, where there is a substrate level phosphorylation. Guys, are you getting me? There is a substrate level phosphorylation where ATP molecules are formed. So this is the only and only one step where ATP molecules are directly formed at substrate level. 7 step clear, 8 step clear. This is all about the Krebs cycle. Guys, this is all about the Krebs cycle, whatever we have discussed. And now the main part, what I am going to explain you is how to keep all the things in mind. So guys, I am going to take you to your very famous world of school. Yes, I know that we all are fond of our school times, standard 1 to 10. So now I am going to use here some language like Hindi, because just to have the feeling of the story. And yes, guys, how we are going to keep the things in mind, now let us have a look at that. चलो, सो हम लोग स्टैंडर्ड 1st से 10th में क्या क्या करते हैं, मैंने क्या क्या किया, वो अभी मैं आज आपको बताने वाला हूं. And yes, in the form of Krebs cycle. So guys, as I told you, Krebs cycle is a 10-step pathway. Krebs cycle is a 10-step pathway. And now I am going to tell you what is going to happen at step number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 10. Yes, I am super happy and pumped. Awesome. Chalo, have a look at this. First step. When I had taken admission in my school, तो जैसे आप सभी को पता है कि सब माहौल एकदम ऐसे नया नया रहता है. हम किसी को जानते नहीं, नए फ्रेंड्स, नए टीचर्स, सब लोग नए. सो वी फील व्हेरी मच थर्स्टी. हे सगळं बघून आपल्याला तोंडाला एकदम अशी कोरड पडते. Just we have the feeling of we drink a lot of water. Standard 1 we take lots of water. So please take a note of this. Standard 1, step number 1, addition of water. Water is added. Water is added. Now in the second standard, whatever we have taken water, हम लोग पूरा डिहाइड्रेशन हो जाता है. कुछ ना कुछ रीजन की वजह से हम लोगों को डिहाइड्रेशन हो गया. जितना पानी फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड में पिया उतना सब सेकंड स्टैंडर्ड में गया. नाउ as we have lost water in third standard, again water is taken in. Now you can see water is taken in, water is lost. Third standard we have taken a water again. Please take a note of this. 1, 2, 3, 9. Out of that we have finished with 1, 2, 3. First step water taken in, second water given out, third water taken in. Now the very important step, fourth step. When I reached fourth standard, मुझे मेरे टीचर ने पहली बार एक ग्रेड दिया जिसका नाम था N grade. When I entered in standard 4, I received my first grade of school and it was N grade. N for the formation of NaDH2. Guys, now the best thing is in class 5th and 6th. मेरा जहाँ पे क्लास था उसके बाजू में ही केमिस्ट्री का लैब था. तो मुझे आज भी याद है कि मैं जब 5th और 6th स्टैंडर्ड में था तो वो लैब से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस इवोल्यूशन का बहुत स्मेल आता था. यू नो दैट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस 5th and 6th स्टैंडर्ड में मेरे बाजू में ही केमिस्ट्री लैब था. सो आई वाज गेटिंग मच डिस्टर्ब्ड फ्रॉम द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस रिलीज. And at the same time, in class number 6 also, I received N grade. So what I told you, in 4th class I received N grade, in 6th class also I received N grade. Finished. मैं तो बहुत तरक्की कर रहा था. 4th में किया, 6th में किया. And as you know that I am a good artist, I was very much famous in school. So in gathering, in 7th standard, I got a GTP award. मुझे 7th स्टैंडर्ड में कौन सा अवार्ड मिला? GTP पुरस्कार, जिसका नाम मेरा नाम पूरे स्कूल में हो गया. मुझे GTP अवार्ड मिला जो बाद में हो गया कन्वर्ट ATP में. सो 7th स्टैंडर्ड में मुझे ATP अवार्ड मिला. कितने अवार्ड मिले? 2. So guys, I have written here, you can look at this. 2 ATP molecules are synthesized in Krebs cycle. Finished. How much ATPs are formed in Krebs cycle? The number is 2. 2 ATP molecules are formed. Hello, are you getting me? Please take a note of this. Very important step. Substrate level phosphorylation. 2 ATPs are formed. Now, come to the 8th point. When I gone to 8th standard, guys, my graph declines. जो मेरा ग्राफ ऐसे 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 जा रहा था, 8th स्टैंडर्ड में जाने के बाद मैं फेल हो गया. I got failed in 8th standard FADH2. जसं आपल्याला लक्षात राहतं ना, एखाद्या स्टँडर्डला फेल झालो, ओ माय गॉड, I failed in 8th standard FADH2. Yes. So my parents were so angry. उन्होंने मुझे इतना डांटा कि मैंने 9th स्टैंडर्ड में आने तक मैंने बहुत इतना पानी पिया कि 9th standard I had taken a lot of water because my parents scolded a lot. मुझे बहुत डांटा मेरे पेरेंट्स ने, क्यों तू फेल हो गया भाई? So I had taken a lot of water. I have taken a lot of water over here. And finally, when I came to class 10, I again received N grade. So I was very much happy. Lastly, I got again N grade, which was very, very, very famous grade of the college, of the school. N grade. Are you getting the sequence? So I got failed in 8th class, because of which my parents were very angry. They scolded me a lot, which was forcefully. I taken a lot of water in 9th class. बहुत पानी पिया कि I should score good marks in the next year. And yes, I done that. I score N grade in class 10. I hope you are getting me. So lastly, I am going to again revise the things. So in Krebs cycle, step number 1, 2, 3, 9 associated with water. Please take a note. Step number 1, water taken in. Step number 2, water given out. Step number 3, again water taken in. Step number 9, again water taken in. So there are how many steps in which water is taken in? Where we can call it as a hydration? 3. 1, 2 and 1, 3 and 9. Second step is the only one where there is a dehydration. Okay, fine, good. Step number 4, 6, 10 NaDH2. How many NaDH2 are formed? Guys, 6. Have a look at this. तुम्हाला question येतो असा, how many NaDH2 are produced in Krebs cycle? 6. Look at this. 6 NaDH2 you are getting from Krebs cycle. Now, then how many carbon dioxide are released? 1 here, 1 here. Total 2. How many carbon dioxide gases are released in Krebs cycle? 2 at step number 5, 6. Is my point clear? Awesome. I am super happy and pumped today. Yes, 1 and 2. 2 molecules of CO2. Then at step number 7, 2 ATP are formed. At step number 7, 2 ATPs are formed. Yes. Then step number 8, 2 FADH2 are formed. Look at this, guys. Hello. Yes. Look at this. 2 ATPs are formed. Exactly. Now, step number 9, as I already told you, and step number 10 we have already discussed. So guys, this is all about the Krebs cycle, which is very, very, very important, and I'm damn sure now you will not make mistake. In NEET, if any question comes, I'm damn sure you will attempt that, because it is the simplified form of Krebs cycle. Learn with fun. Don't take tension. Thank you.